Hello everybody, this is the Goofs Fox coming at you with my review here for Transformers Legacy Evolution Prime Universe Skyquake. And yeah, Sky came in a few days ago, so I've been messing around with him, so I think I got everything figured out with him, and yeah, I'm gonna finally review this guy. But first things first, as always, I want to take a look at the box here. I have to pick up my phone for this. I'm going to start off here at the front. We got some nice artwork here of the character. And yeah, there we go. I got the name there. Prime Universe Skyquake. And yeah, he's a Decepticon. And we also have that little plastic-free packaging. Except glue and tape. So, that's something. But yeah, side here we have some more artwork, kind of a close-up of the head and the jet mode. Top here, you got a QR code that you can scan, and logo again. Other side, we got that plastic-free packaging again, and we also got some artwork here. Yeah, this is like the half and half artwork that they do. They usually need another box with the other side to complete. I don't think I have anyone with the other side, so I can't really show that off yet. We got the pictures of the figure themselves. We got that Evo Fusion. And, yeah, it's, it's there. You got the picture of the jet mode. Also got some gimmick here that you can attach needle nose to the top of the jet. I don't have needle nose, so I won't be able to show that off either. And the bottom here is your usual, warnings, barcode, everything. But yeah, that's the packaging. Yeah, through the box. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's start taking a look at the figure themselves. So here we have Skyquake here, just kind of standing here all alone. So, yeah, let's see what we are working with this guy here. Overall, we have a very nice green and silver color scheme running around the body, or along the body. We also have some hints of red here and there, as well as that orange clear plastic. I really want to start out with the head here, because the head... Oh yeah, that's... Oh, no, don't fall. There we go. I'm getting so excited. He's gonna die quicker than he did in the show. So we got his head here. And yeah, this is just an awesome head sculpt. I really love this. I think they did really well. Kind of like trying to stylize it to keep it a bit closer to the style that Evolution had, while keeping really true to how he looked in Transformers Prime. So, very nice head sculpt here. We got a pretty flat chest here, so a little bit different than what he had, but still pretty cool. Got these cool shoulder pads going on here, and while we're on these, you can actually take these spikes off, so if you want to have them without those little shoulder spikes, you can. I don't know if that's an intended function, or that's just something with the figure, but yeah, that's there. Arms are pretty nice. Interestingly enough, the joint here is different than the joint here. I don't really know why. I don't know if it was a accidental thing or just it's supposed to be purposely designed like that, but it doesn't really affect anything with this figure, so nothing to worry about there. Nothing really going on at the crotch. You got a vent. That's something. You got some nice armored thighs and legs here. Like I said, they did a lot better, I think, with these figures, this guy in particular, keeping him closer to the Prime style than the other figures I've seen have been. I have Knockout as well, but I mean, he doesn't really look like Knockout that much, so this guy they got a bit closer to. You got some feet, just some normal Seeker feet, honestly, just kind of like Starscream styled with the vents here in the back. And you got the back wings folded up here. And let's finally take a look at the wings here. Yeah, you got pretty much the whole section of the wings back here. I think the only thing about this that's inaccurate to the show model when it comes to the wings is that the wings, I think, should technically be pointing down, but that's really a minor nitpick, and it does look cool like this, so I'm not going to complain with that. Also got some nice silver detailing lining in there. So, yeah. Skyquake, I think they did a pretty good job with him design-wise. I think he looks like Skyquake from Prime. Like, he looks a lot closer to who he is trying to be. So I give them credit at Hasbro for managing to get him just this close. Because, yeah, he just looks really, really cool. Now moving on to accessories, and you're probably questioning why Braun is here right now. Don't worry, he will be relevant in a second. So for Skyquake here, we have 2 accessories. These are the only 2 accessories that come with him, and I'm going to start with his sword first, because the sword is, unfortunate for me to say, the most disappointing one, probably, because, yeah, it's all clear plastic. That's not the issue. The issue is not the all clear plastic thing, but, you can unfold that, if I can get in there. You can unfold that, and yeah, there is your sword. And the flaw with this one is that on it there is this tab. If I can, there we go. Yeah, there's that tab there. And, well, you can get it into his left hand. Unfortunately, you cannot, if I can stop dropping him, yeah, you cannot get it into his right hand, and I actually wasn't going to use Braun for this, but, yeah, that also means you cannot use this with other figures. Yeah, I think Braun knows how I'm feeling with that one. Can't use this on other figures. I don't think you can use it on Tarn. I mean, I guess Tarn can kind of hold it, but not really, and that's only because he has the opening, closing hands. So, Tarn is the only one who even comes close to that, but, yeah, it's, not really the best sword here. But what is great is the gun. Now, this accessory is awesome. So, it's all gray, as you see. It has a darker gray piece there. Move them to the side so this focus is easier. And this is a movable handle, a secondary handle. I also think this is blast effect compatible, so that's another win for this thing. But yeah, what you do here is that you take that, plug it underneath like so, bring it around, just bring your other arm over, and there you go. You are all set here. And you can also take the sword and store this underneath. It just kind of slides in, holds into place. That's your Evo Fusion there. Not the most impressive thing, but I guess it is convenient storage. But for the reason Braun is here, yeah, you can slap this on any figure. And I mean, you can probably put this on any figure, and it just, look at that. Look at how cool that is. You can slap this on other Legacy figures. You can slap this on movie figures. Because of how detailed it is, it just looks good on everyone you can put it on. It has that nice bit of detail where it isn't going too overboard. Okay, Braun, you can go now. I don't need your services anymore. Yeah, you can throw it on movie figures because it's detailed enough to look kind of movie-ish, but also not over-detailed, so where you can put it on other figures. You can also close this in. If you're using the sword and you don't have access to both hands, what I usually like to do is I'll put this up here, like that, and you can have them hold it like it's Sweet Business from Destiny 2. So, you do have a few options with this weapon here, and, I mean, there's some pegs here along the body. You can put it over here. There's just options with this guy. I will say this. The good thing, I think, when it came with Evolution for Legacy, they have some killer weapons. They have some really nice accessory weapons. I think I spent like 5 minutes on the Torrent section last time, and I'm about to reach that with this review as well. So, just gonna wrap this up with the simple thoughts. Sword. Yeah, the sword it's there. I don't even think he used the sword in the show, so I don't know. And yeah, the minigun here. This is awesome. This is a great accessory. So, yeah, probably one of the best accessories I've seen with a Transformer figure. So, yeah, definitely a nice addition to this figure here. So, now that accessories are out of the way here, let's take a look at how well this figure articulates. And I'm going to try to bring this up a bit. There we go. Get a nice look at the head. And yeah, head here can move up, down, go completely around. You also have some forward and back movement. I think that's more for the transformation. And got a waist swivel. With the way this guy is, you can cheat in ab crunch. So, yeah, that's something you can do with him. So, yeah, cheatable ab crunch there. These move around. These are not part of his actual arm. These are actually attached to the backpack. And those on ball joints on the top. And on hinges as well. So, these have a whole lot of movement going for them. Arms here can go forward that much. They can go back. And they are also on ratchet joints, so you have some nice options there. You got a little rotation up here, a bit stiff though. You got the bend at the arm, nice bend actually, really nice bend. You can rotate the hand, and this is another place you can kind of cheat a inner. I don't know, this isn't really a sword-wielding wrist, but you can kind of cheat a bit more of movement out of that if you want a few more dynamic poses. So yeah, you do have that there. I'm gonna look at the wings real quick. Wings can move back and forth. These move around, these move around. So yeah, you can kind of move the wings out of the way when you're posing. Already did the waist rotation. Let's move the arms up here. You have a nice spread here. These are also on ratchet joints up here. You can go forward that far and back that far. You can probably, yeah, you can actually get way more than that. You can probably go, yeah, all the way. You can go all the way with him here if you use that cheatable ab crunch. Yeah, it's a nice bend here. This is another thing that can be cheated. This guy has a lot of joints that can actually be cheated, because that's what it is normally. If you move this back wing, though, this just kind of collapses into that. So, yeah, another cheatable joint there. There's a whole lot of joints that, yeah, should be cheated. You got a toe bend. You got a slight bit of movement back here. I don't know if this really does anything. It's just thruster kind of moves. And you got, nope, focus. You got the slightest bit of tilt there. So yeah, articulation on this guy is pretty good for a bulky-ish figure. The ratchets can be a bit stiff sometimes, so that is something with him I have found. Yeah, he's just, I'd say mainly the arm ones, though, because the arms up here do not peg into anything, so if they're kind of stiff, you kind of have to, like, hold the arm in place, so, yeah, that can be really the only weird part with this guy sometimes, but, other than that, yeah, articulation is pretty good. Yeah, now here we have Skyquake in his jet mode, and I got a question for Hasbro. Why couldn't Blitzwing be this cool? Why? Why I get Blitzwing had to be sacrificed as a triple changer, but this jet mode, this is awesome. And he comes in the box like this too. So this is arguably probably one of the best jets I have ever seen a modern Transformer have. Aside from the Tetrajets from Siege, this by far has to be probably one of my favorite jet modes that I have seen out of a current figure. You have a cockpit here with a opening hatch with actual detailed interior seating. You got some landing gear here, which that keeps him nice and flat, and that goes in and out. So you can choose to have that if you wish. The gaps are filled in pretty well. Even underneath, I feel like there is just not really that much going on for kibble here. And it probably helps too that the head section is covered up around here. So you don't have a head just kind of peeking out underneath the jet mode here. You have just nice distribution of color and clear plastic. This just looks like an awesome jet, especially with those side wings on the side. Again, you can take these off. So if you want them to look like this, it actually kind of looks a bit closer to what it looked like in the show. Because yeah, he probably didn't have those side wings there. So maybe that's why they gave us the option to remove these. But yeah, you can keep them there if you'd like. Oh yeah, this is just awesome jet mode. You got 3 thrusters on the back here, and again, underneath those are those pegs for needle nose. If you have them, that's where you attach them. Again, not really sure what that's for, but yeah, it's there. And you can take the Gatling gun here, and that can attach down here from this peg. So yeah, you can have them with a flying down with his little Gatling gun here. Yeah, just really cool jet mode here. And yeah, just gonna put him next to some other figures. Here he is next to Bumblebee Wheeljack, who I had transformed. I do need to make a short video about this guy at some point, so this is gonna be my reminder in this video just to do that someday. And then we had guy I had to Google the name of because I didn't remember. We have Legacy Road Hauler, and yeah, gonna lift that up. And just so you can see, of course, being a jet, Skyquake here is going to be a much wider figure, but overall, yeah, just really digging the jet mode. And now, finally, just some other comparisons here in robot mode for size comparisons. Here he is next to Brawn again. Here he is next to Tarn. And then I can't find my usual Gundam, like, tiny Zaku, so instead here he is next to a Lego minifigure. Here he is next to your standard high grade, that being the Gym Custom. And here he is next to our usual guest of the day, the Master Grade Zaku Cannon. So, what are my final thoughts here on Transformers Legacy Skyquake here? And much like how I highly recommended Tarn, I also highly recommend this figure. I think this is a pretty good figure. Pretty good leader class too. And with the only real drawback I have with him just being his sword, I think, yeah, this is a pretty close 10 out of 10 for me, so maybe like an 8 out of 10, probably, if I had to give this a rating. I really have been liking this figure. He's pretty decently articulated, he has an awesome jet mode, and he keeps very close to his prime design, while also keeping him in style with the other Legacy figures. So yeah, he's just a really cool figure. I wouldn't doubt that there would be a Dreadwing recolor at some point, with probably, just a new gun for him, so there is always that to look forward to. So maybe if that ever comes around and you miss this version of the mold, if they make one of those, that might be another chance to get it. Or if you just like the Dreadwing colors in preference to the Skyquake ones, that's also a thing there, because Yeah, navy blue and yellow. So yeah, might pick that one up if they make it to, and maybe we'll just see a quick review of that one. But yeah, that's gonna do it for my review here of Skyquake. Yeah, again, just awesome figure. I highly recommend you pick them up if you find them. And yeah, so comment down below what you think about Skyquake here, because I know I certainly love them. And remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.